Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we will be discussing some more critical reasoning exercises. This particular exercise has already been posted in the WhatsApp group. So people who have attempted the exercise, we can listen to the explanations and clarify your doubts so that your logical thinking becomes very clear and vivid, and that can help you in your RC passage or VRC section in CAT. See, the critical reasoning section may not be separately asked in CAT because it forms an integral part of the VRC section in RC passages. So you need two skills in cracking RC passages. First is your reading comprehension and vocabulary. Second is your critical reasoning skills. So when you combine these two skills, your VRC will be will not be a difficult proposition. You will be able to easily crack the questions. That is why this section is being separately done so that you get the addition or required exercise. And RC passages are already being posted in the WhatsApp group. So critical listening questions will also be posted in the group, but the explanations will be provided through the video so that you can easily go through the explanations and clarify your doubts. People who have not joined the WhatsApp group, please join the WhatsApp group. The link is provided in the description so that you can attempt the questions and then listen to the explanations. So people already in the WhatsApp group, please first try to attempt the questions on your own through the PDF that is already provided. Then listen to the explanations to clarify your thinking. So without further ado, we will be directly going to the questions. So this was the first question. It was talking about a professional athlete who was of. So what is this basically? I will not go through the passage or sentence by sentence. What it basically says, it says that athletes who have performed very well in a particular season, they are given $1 million contracts by uh, companies, means for endorsing their brands, or this is what happens in generally in sports, right? Whenever any person is exceptionally doing well in his particular field, he becomes popular, and the companies want to exploit that popularity by recruiting him as a brand ambassador for their product, and they give a lot of money upfront, and the money is paid upfront. So this is how they sign the contract. A lot of money is offered to the athlete, and the money is paid upfront, and the contract is signed so that this person will be endorsing their brands. So this is what is happening. But in this case, what the passage says, a study is showing that an athlete, once he signed a contract, his performance is declining. So this is what the study says. And what is the conclusion based on the study? So the conclusion is that generally when sports persons or athletes get a lot of money through $1 million contracts upfront, they don't want to perform too much because they have already been given an economic incentive. So because of the money that has already been given to them, they don't have the desire to do well further in the sports. This is the conclusion. So the study is saying that whenever athletes are given $1 million contracts, they don't have they lack the motivation to do well further in sports. This is the what the passage is saying. And what is the question? The question is, which is the conclusion, or which is the statement that will strengthen the conclusion? So in simple terms, the conclusion is, sports persons, when they get a lot of money, they don't have the desire, or they lack the desire to or they lack the motivation to perform well further in their career. That is the conclusion. So you have to find some statements that is strengthening that conclusion. Option A: on average, athletes whose contracts call for relatively small salaries with possible bonuses for outstanding achievement perform better than other athletes. So this statement is saying that instead of giving a $1 million contract where the money is already paid upfront to the athlete, certain contracts which where the salaries that are paid upfront will be very small, but bonuses will be there for outstanding achievement. In such cases, the athletes are performing well. So if this statement is true, what is happening? It is supporting this theory, because our theory is saying that when money is paid upfront to an athlete, he his motivation to perform well further in his career weakens, so or it goes down. So that is a conclusion. conclusion, and this is supporting it because it says that whenever athletes are having given a different kind of contract where the salary that is paid upfront will be very less, but bonuses will be given when they perform exceedingly well in their career, then they are such athletes are performing better. So this statement is directly supporting what we have concluded here. So this could be a possible answer. Keep it in your mind. Because our question is to find the statement that is most strengthening. So this is a possible answer. This is not the only answer. We have to see the other options to check whether any other answers are there. Then we have to arrive at the final answer. Option B, athletes are generally offered $1 million contracts mainly because of the increased ticket sales. So this is giving you a reason why they are given $1 million contracts and all. So this is not what we are after. Yes, this might be true because whenever an athlete performs well, his star value increases, and then the companies want to exploit that star value because through increased ticket sales and other revenue. So this is the reason why $1 million contracts are offered. Could be true, but that is not what we are after. We need to find a statement that is supporting our conclusion, which says that sports persons, when they get lot of money upfront, they generally their desire to do further well in their sports gets reduced. This is the conclusion. So this option is not at all supporting our conclusion, so you can ignore it. Option C, many professional athletes have careers marked by year-to-year fluctuations in their overall level. So it says that all sports persons have fluctuations in their overall levels of performance. So this option is basically saying that this performance of the athletes are not related to the money. It is all athletes, many professional athletes are having this up and down graph, career graph. So this statement is not strengthening our conclusion. It is in fact weakening our conclusion by saying that this has got nothing to do with money. Athletes, their performance varies over a period of time. So since it is weakening our conclusion, it is not our answer. Option D, on average, higher salaried athletes tend to have longer and more successful professional careers than lower salaried athletes. Again, it is what it is saying. It is saying contrary to what we have concluded. It says that when you are paid very highly, such athletes perform very well. So this is not what our passage is saying. Our passage is saying that when athletes are paid very high, their performance goes down. So again, this is not our answer. It is weakening our conclusion, not supporting it. Option E, 6 of the 10 leading batsmen in the IPL this season signed $1 million contracts during the off season. So it says that in the IPL, six people batsmen who scored a lot of runs, they got $1 million contracts during the off season. So this is giving you an example of what is stated in the passage. It is not talking about the conclusion. It is talking about the fact in the passage. The first statement. The first statement is a fact, right? Because whenever athletes do well, they are given $1 million contract. So this statement, option E, is supporting the fact. It is not supporting the conclusion regarding their performance and all further after signing the $1 million contract. So since it is supporting a fact and not the conclusion, it is not our answer. This is how you eliminate things. Many of you might think that option E is supporting the conclusion. No, option E is supporting the fact, not the conclusion. The difference between fact, assumption, inference, conclusions, etc. are already explained in the first video of critical reasoning. So people who are new to the channel, you can go to the first video and see that particular video on basics of critical reasoning to make your understanding very clear. So that way we have already excluded the other option. So the only option remaining is option A because it clearly supports the conclusion derived in the passage. So option A will be your answer. All right, we'll go to the next question. So the next question, there are three statements. So you have to go through the statements. First is the influenza vaccine is useless at best and is possibly dangerous. I would never use it on a patient. This is what Dr. A says. He says that the vaccine is useless and it is probably dangerous also. So I will not be using it on a patient. Then Dr. B is countering that argument by saying that 3 studies published in the Journal of Medical Associates have rated that vaccine as unusually effective. Unusually effective means it is exceedingly effective. So Dr. B is countering the point made by Dr. A by saying that 3 studies have rated the vaccine as very effective. But what is the counter argument made by Dr. A? The studies must have been faulty because the vaccine is worthless. So Dr. A is adamant in his stand that the vaccine is worthless, and he says the studies might have been faulty, the vaccine is worthless. So, what is Dr. A doing here? Dr. A is not accepting the counter argument at all. He has a fixed notion regarding the efficiency of the vaccine. He has a very fixed idea that the vaccine is useless. So, when presented with a counter argument, he is not ready to accept the counter argument. He is fixated on his opinion. This is what Dr. A is saying. So now your question is, which of the following is the reasoning most similar to that of Dr. A? So you have to find a reasoning that is similar to that of Dr. A's reasoning. So what is Dr. A doing here? Dr. A is not ready to accept any arguments to the contrary. He is having a very fixed opinion that the vaccine is useless. So that is called a what cyclical reasoning, where you are not ready to accept any counter argument. You are only fixed, you have a very fixed opinion about something. You are not ready to accept the logic of a counter argument and give a opposite logic in to support your argument. Here Dr. is not giving any logic to support his argument. He is only saying that this vaccine is not good, the studies are incorrect, the vaccine is not good. So that is the, now we have to find a statement that is similar to that. Option A, 3 of my patients have been harmed by that vaccine during the past 3 weeks, so the vaccine is unsafe. See, here the word so is very important. So in this statement, the Dr. A is giving you a particular reason why he thinks the vaccine is dangerous. So is it similar to what Dr. A is saying in this particular the exchange? So the three statements, no, this is not similar, because here the doctor is giving a particular reason why he thinks the vaccine is unsafe, whereas in this particular exchange between the Dr. A and Dr. B, this kind of reasoning is not there. So this is why this is not a similar argument. Option B, Gerald Jesse recommends this milk. I don't trust Gerald Jesse, so I won't buy this milk. So what is happening here? A person is not ready to buy the milk because it is recommended by one particular person called Gerald Jesse, and this person, the speaker, is not trusting Gerald Jesse. So again, what is happening here? Here this person who is making the statement has an opinion, and he is giving a reason for that opinion. What is the reason? He doesn't trust Gerald Jersey, and Gerald Jersey is recommending the milk, and since he doesn't trust Gerald Jersey, he will not be buying the milk. So here again, a reason is given for your belief, as a result of which you are not saying accepting it. So this is again not similar to Dr. A, because Dr. A is not providing any reason why he is thinking that the vaccine is not good. So that is why this option is also wrong. Option C, wings tennis balls perform best because they are far more effective than any other tennis balls. Again, you might think that there is a reason for this particular statement that they perform best, but just because the word because is there, you think that this is the reason for this particular opinion. But you go to the opinion once more, or go to the statement once more. What it says, it is performing best because it is more effective than other tennis balls. So it is basically saying that it is better than other tennis balls, so it is the best. Is it a reason? No, it is not a reason. It says that this tennis ball is best because it is better than other tennis balls. More effective means it is better. So just because something is better than other things, it is best. So is it a reason? Is he giving you a particular reason why he thinks it is best? Just because it is better than other tennis balls, it automatically becomes best. But what is the reason behind it? It again is a circular argument where the no clear reason is given why this tennis ball is best. This, when you say some tennis ball is best, it is automatically implied that it is better than other tennis balls. But why it is best, that is the reason. It is not given here. So it is again another example of circular argument, just like Dr. A's argument here, because he thinks that this vaccine is useless. That's it. He is not giving you any reason. Similarly, the option C is saying that this tennis ball is best. When you say it is best, it is implied that it is better than other tennis balls, but how or why it is better, it is not given. So this is a possible answer because it is similar to another circular argument. Please keep it in your mind. I am buying Vim vitamins. Doctors recommend them more often than they recommend any other vitamins, so we must be good. So here, a particular reason is given for me buying Vim vitamins. Doctors are recommending this than any other vitamin, so it must be good. So I am buying it. Again, a reason is given. Since a reason is given for your opinion, it is not your answer. Option E, since University Muldoon graduates score about 20% higher than average on the GMAT, Sheila Lee, a University Muldoon graduate, will score 20% higher. So what is this basically? What is the argument here? All students from this particular university are scoring 20% higher than an average in the GMAT. So this particular student is a uh, person who graduated from that university, so she should be scoring higher than average. So it is saying that a member of a statistical sample will conform to the standard of the statistical sample. So again, a reason is given why the speaker thinks that Sheila Lee is going to score 20% higher. This may not be a logical reason. Yes, we agree that we cannot say that just because one person graduated from a particular university, she will be scoring good marks in GMAT just because many other persons from that university have scored well in GMAT. That is may not be a logical reason, but we are not concerned with the logic of the reason. We are just concerned with whether the reason is given or not. So there is a reason given why the speaker is thinking that Sheila Lee is going to score higher percentage in GMAT because all the University of Muldoon graduates are scoring higher percentage, so she will score. So again, a reason is given. So this, since a reason is given for your argument, this is not similar to the argument in the passage. So option C is the correct answer where there is no reason given. So again, I'm saying you might be having some confusion why I am not accepting this as an argument, because they are far more effective. See, when you say something is best, it is automatically implied that they are better. The such things are better than other things of the same thing. Same means we are talking about tennis balls here. So when a particular tennis ball is best means it is better than other tennis balls. That is not a reason. So why this is best, it is not given here. So that is why this is a circular argument. So option C will be your answer. All others are incorrect. I hope this is clear. So these kind of very confusing questions will be there in RCs, especially in some RCs in CAT, these are being asked. So you have to be very careful when dealing with such things. So that is why these kind of exercises will help you in sharpening your critical reasoning skills. Okay, go to the third question. So again, a discussion between two people, Bill and Joe. Bill is saying that smoke detecting fire alarms can save lives and every apartment should be required by law to be equipped with a smoke detector. So basically he's saying that all apartments in this city should be having smoke detectors because they can detect fire alarms and they can detect fires and save lives. And what Joe is saying, I disagree with your proposal. So Joe is objected to or objecting to Bill's proposal. Why? Smoke detectors are just as important for safety in private houses as they are in apartments. So Joe's disagreement is not with the recommendation, it is with the recommendation of Bill that only apartments in the city should be equipped. So Bill is saying that every apartment in the city should be required by law. So Joe is saying that I disagree. Smoke detectors are important for safety in private houses also. So it is not, so his disagreement is not with the proposal to install fire alarms in apartments. He's saying that they should not be restricted only to apartments. They should be installed in all private houses as well, because fire detectors are important for the safety of private houses as they are important for the safety of apartments. This is the argument of Joe. So from this exchange, it can be inferred that Joe has interpreted Bill's statement to mean that. So how Joe has understood Bill's statement, that is the meaning. The question is asking what is the impression that Joe got when Bill made his argument. So the impression Joe got by when Bill made his argument can be clearly discerned from the reply made by Joe. So what Joe is saying? Joe is saying that they are important for safety in private houses as well. So this is very clear. So once you understand this, your answer is very simple. City should be responsible for providing smoke detectors for apartments. No, the Joe is not talking about whether the city should do it or not in his response. So this is not what Joe has understood. Residences outside the city should not be equipped with smoke detectors. So it says that there should not only residences in the city should be equipped. But whether Joe is saying anything like that? No, Joe is not saying anything about within the city or outside the city. So this is again not an understanding Judge Joe has got from Bill's statement. Only apartments should be equipped with smoke detectors. Yes, this is why Joe says that no, houses also should be having smoke detectors. So when Bill made this statement, Joe understood that Bill was probably saying that only apartments in the city should be required by law to install a smoke detector. So Joe is objecting it, saying that no, private houses also should be installed with fire alarms. So this is the understanding, as a result of which Joe is making this statement. So Joe understood, or Joe thought, that Bill is saying that only apartments should be equipped with smoke detectors. This is a very clear, correct answer. So you can go for it. But for the sake of clarity, we will discuss the other options also. The risk of fire is not as great in private houses as it is in apartments. It is very clearly against what Joe is saying, because Joe says that safety in private houses is they are smoke detectors are just as important for safety in private houses as they are in apartments. So here the option is saying something quite opposite to that. So not your answer. Option is the rate of death by fire is unusually high on the city. Again, irrelevant. There is no discussion regarding the rate of death either by Bill or by Joe. So again, an irrelevant option. So this is a very simple question. Option C is your answer. Once you understand the once you go through the statements very minutely, you can clearly understand why Joe is objecting to the proposal. So once that understanding is there, you can easily go for option C as the answer. So that will be all for now, because I want to make the videos very short so that you can easily go through it and understand the things. So people who have not joined the WhatsApp group, please, I request you to join the group so that you can attempt the questions on your own first, then come and listen to the explanation so that your understanding have more clarity, and you will be skilled enough to attempt or crack these kind of questions in future. So the link for the WhatsApp group is provided in the description. So we will meet again with further videos and further exercises. Thank you. Bye bye. If you have found this video to be useful, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and spread the word so that I can get maximum reach. That will motivate me to create more videos on these kind of subjects. Once again, thank you.